Hello, wrestling fans, VHS fans, and welcome to NDT CoLlEcTs WrAsSLiN Plus VHS.
The following segment has been brought to you by NDT CoLlEcTs WrAsSLiN Plus VHS.
Wrestling fans, VHS fans, in this segment today, we got two little bags and a couple of boxes to go through. We're going to get right down into it and see what's inside these couple bags and inside these boxes. Let's drive right in and check it out. I picked up these at a little yard sale over the weekend. The church had a little yard sale inside a little building up there in one of our local towns. And they had some stuff for sale. Let's check it out. Look at it. It's the Perfect World. Kevin Costner. Perfect World. A Perfect World with Kevin Costner. Perfect World. And also they had, now I picked this up at a thrift store right over from it. They had a thrift store going on as well up there. And this was in one of the little booths. Look Who's Talking, Part 1. Also, they had this one that I had to grab. And that was Instinct. And we still got the little Blockbuster. Well, they bought it from Blockbuster. Instinct. Anthony Hopkins. Coon Gooden Jr. Instinct. Okay, here's another little baggie. I got these at, where did I get these at? I've got these at another thrift store located in Sevierville, Tennessee. Ran up on these in Sevierville, Tennessee. The Legend of Bagger Vance, Will Smith. The Legend of Bagger Vance. Will Smith. Another one is Just Married. Just Married. Just Married. Next up we got an Arnold film. An Arnold in Collateral Damage. Collateral Damage. Collateral Damage. Next up, we got a box here, folks. These I got on a Facebook group, marketplace, so to speak. They had some movies for sale, and a lot, and I just had to grab them. Snacked right in, snatched them right up. It is paper. Pull one out and see what we got. Pull another one out and see what we got. We'll pull all these out real fast. Like it's right here. Show you real fast what these three is. It is Candyman. Candyman. Part 1. Candyman. Original. The original Candyman. Next up we have Candyman. Farewell to the Flesh. Candyman, Farewell to the Flesh. 25-cent charge. 25-cent charge. If not, rewound. So please be kind and rewind. Next up we have Candyman, Day of the Dead. Candyman's Day of the Dead. And this one's sealed. Not the original artwork look like. It's made in, okay. Well, this one is either resealed or factory sealed. I think it's a reseal. Candyman Part 3. I'm pretty sure it's a reseal. Alright, next up, let's see what we got. Bring these three out real fast. And we have, now I've had this one already, but I got it again because it was in a bundle. Witchboard. Witchboard. I think I've got it down here somewhere. Yeah, right here. So it's two different, I got two different ones here. This is the one I had earlier in a lot. And now I got this cover art, Witchboard. Continental video and picture, public pictures video. I'm pretty sure this is the first release. And this might be the second release. I'm not quite sure. But yeah, I keep that. That's pretty cool. I didn't know that was a different artwork. Okay. Anyway, we have Witchboard Part 2. Witchboard Part 2 I picked up on Facebook Marketplace. Or a group, so to speak. Witchboard Part 2. And we have Witchboard, which is Part 3. Witchboard to Possession, Part 3. Alright, next up, let's see what we got going on here. We have The Dentist. The Dentist. The Dentist. Next up, we got The Dentist Part 2. The Dentist Part 2. Alright, let's see what we got going on here. It's Mikey! It's Mikey. Next up, we got Watchers with Corey Haim. Watchers. Good old Watchers. Next up, we have The Paperboy. The Paperboy. And next up, we have, now I've already had this once, and I got it again because it was in the lot. Let's see here. It's the same. It is the Wishmaster. The Wishmaster Part 1. Like I said, I already had it. Here it is again. Wishmaster Part 1. The only difference I see in these both artworks is that the one I had earlier has got a 3D printing, like sticks out a little bit here on Wishmaster. And this just has the regular Wishmaster. So that's two different ones. Pretty cool. Let me stick it back in here. Everything falls down. We don't want it to fall down. Give me a few seconds, people, folks watching this right now. Give me a few seconds. Stick that back in there. Wishmaster. Next up but not least but last, what do you want to call it? Let's see. Make sure everything's out there. Okay. There's all that box. It is Vamp. Oldie but goodie, Vamp. Alright, next box here. Where's that knife at? Okay. Another box, y'all. Bear with me. We'll get through this. tapes these boxes up greatly, I'll tell you that. They're packed neatly and nice. That's the good thing about it. I think you take pride in packaging, which is great on my part. Always great for the buyer when they're packed neat and nice, so they won't get damaged much through the mail if possible. Bags. Alrighty, here we go. Let me let's over here a little bit. Right here. Next up in this box, first one, we have Puppet Master. Puppet Master, part 1. The Puppet Master. Puppet Master. Great movies. Next up, we have Castle Freak. Castle Freak. Castle Freak. Next up, we have what's that here? The Nest. The Nest. Good old The Nest. In the bag. Next up, we have The Stepfather. The Stepfather. Pretty cool. The Stepfather. I'm renting these old movies. Next up, we got Stepfather 2. Stepfather 2. And that is sealed, I think. It is sealed, but it is, I don't think it's factory sealed. I think it's a reseal. Stepfather 2. Next up, we have Stepfather 3. Stepfather 3. Stepfather 3. Next up, we got The Pit and the Pendulum. The Pit and the Pendulum, if I can pronounce that correctly. The Pit and the Pendulum. The Pit Pendulum. Can't pronounce it correctly. Next up, we have Doll Man. Doll Man. Doll Man. Next up, we have Subspecies. Subspecies. 25-cent charge if not rewound. Wrote in magic marker sticker. And a Be Kind Rewind sticker. Next up, we have The Ice Cream Man. The Ice Cream Man. The Ice Cream Man. With Clint Howard. Next up, we have Domestic Toys. Domestic Toys. Domestic Toys. Next up, we have Doll Man versus Domestic Toys. Doll Man versus Domestic Toys. Next up, we got, what do we have here? We have Puppet Master Part 2. Puppet Master Part 2. Next up, we got Puppet Master Part 3. Puppet Master Part 3. Next up, we have Puppet Master Part 4. Puppet Master Part 4. And last but not least, whatever you want to call it, we have Puppet Master Part 5. Puppet Master Part 5. And that is it. Wrestling fans, VHS fans, that is it of the little horror haul here. And that wraps this segment up. We'll catch you on the next segment from NDT CoLlEcTs WrAsSLiN Plus VHS.
This segment was brought to you by NDT CoLlEcTs WrAsSLiN plus VHS.